more taxes. No. No taxes on banking, and you're not going to get anything out of it for the government. You're just going to control the gangsters on Wall Street. Put that in a bill, and I guarantee you it'll pass. The people would back it, and so would their representatives. 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 They represent us. We don't represent them. Now look at Nancy Pelosi, how far she has fallen. Here is a woman who was boasting as near as last weekend, oh, there will be a bill. There will be a bill no matter what. We're going to do it because I'm Bela Lugosi's granddaughter. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Drop dead. I'm in charge. Drop dead. Blah, 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 blah. The most hated woman in American history. The woman is like a Madame Defarge. She's not feared. She's despised. Her imperiousness, her inarticulateness, but most importantly, it's her arrogance that is hated, not solely her radical left-wing policies. She is so arrogant it's frightening. The worst saleswoman in American political history. Now here's a woman who near as last weekend said, we're going to pass the bill no matter what. We got the votes. Now she doesn't have the votes? I told you what I predicted earlier. Rahm Emanuel's going to leave on his own accord, probably run for some. I don't know what he's going to do, but they're going to move to the center here. I don't care what Obama starts with. It's not going to end up with him moving to the left, because there are wise people in the Democrat Party who recognize what great power is and what it is, how it's benefited them. But they're not stupid to the point where they know they don't understand what happened in Massachusetts. They're scared to death. If Kennedy's seat, so-called, which he held for 50 years, think about the obscenity of that. We don't need term limits in the Senate? That's a whole separate discussion. 50 years, one man holds a seat for 50 years? It's like a monarchy, man. This is exactly the government that our ancestors overthrew to get rid of the monarchy. This is a monarchy. He was a monarch. We don't like monarchy in America. We like democracy. We like an ever-changing group of representatives. We don't want the same old, because we know that they're corrupt, because power corrupts and absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Write it down. Lord Acton said it, not me. I'm only repeating it. So Kennedy was the epitome of absolute power corrupted absolutely. So is Pelosi. So are the others now who were in power as near as a month ago, crowing and arrogantly telling us they were going to do this, do that, do this, do that. So they need a change of pace, and they need the moderate Democrats to step in and take control of the reins or of the wheel from this immature captain. They got a captain at the helm who's lurching right, left, right, center. They don't know what he's doing. And they know that he almost drove the ship, the Democrat ship, into what he did drive it into an iceberg. Luckily, they pulled the wheel away from him, and it's only scraping the hull right now. Let's hope that they know what they're doing, because the whole ship's liable to go down, to use the Titanic analogy. You know, you could say that the rivets are popping off the deck, or off the hull of the Democrat Party, which is a good thing. But I'm not so sure that I want to see the Republican thieves take power, because I remember what they did when they had the power. I remember living through the embarrassment of that tawdry group of, I don't know how to put it. They creeped me out. By and large, except for the southeastern senators who were real men, I'd follow them into a machine gun nest. The southeastern Republicans are the only ones that I really would believe in. The rest are so frighteningly predictable. Special interests, corrupt, the typical government. We don't want them back. We want independents like Scott Brown, but I warned you on Wednesday. Remember what I said about him and what happened the next day? He was a Mr. Moderate already. In fact, when I come back, I'm going to play what I said Wednesday about don't rush already that he's the Messiah and don't Obama-ize Brown. Remember I said it Wednesday? And sure enough, Thursday he went to Washington and he was Mr. Moderate. As to be expected, or did you expect a little fire and brimstone? Would you have expected some of your principles to have been expressed by Mr. Brown, perhaps when he had the world looking at him? Sure, but you didn't get it, did you? Why? Because I watched The Brotherhood on Showtime.
Savage.